that our, can you turn off your mute? I'm echoing.
I muted her.
Oh, okay. Our dishwasher is working very well.
Yay. Nancy
And-
can't find hers.
In fact, the environmental committee is going to bring it up and maybe find some way to check all the filters here at Riddle.
Mm-hmm. Have other people in your community you've talked to about it known about the filter?
No. Of course, we haven't talked to that many, but none of them did.
It's not something you bring up in normal idle conversation, you know, it's like.
Except
And
Well,
at
Nancy
Riddle.
brought it up, so we had to fix her.
And at Riddle, because we all talk about our problems here with our apartments, and we can share solutions.
Brilliant.
here at the home,
Glad we
well, I do have a question. Down in the bottom right of my tray
Mhm.
is a little purple blue thing that says Copilot in Windows.
Mhm.
Just appeared. I didn't do anything. It came without my calling it.
Mm,
What
of
is
course.
it? And can I get rid of it, or should I get rid of it?
I'd be curious for you to screen share and we can look at it and see. But Copilot is Microsoft's version of their AI programming. You might
That's
have
what I
read about
thought, yeah.
this. Yeah. So they've probably done it across the board. If you have a PC, my guess is that feature is rolling out as we see. I thought I saw it there when, yeah, you did the journey class.
Am I shared?
Yes.
It's down
Is
here.
it down? And does it say try? What's the little text it says under it? Preview.
Preview.
So if you
Try
click
cl-
on that,
It won't blow up.
it won't blow up.
Whole world has your social security number now.
Something's happening in the middle.
That's blocking out for us. Okay. So the theory is now you can type any question in this text bubble at the bottom and it will answer your questions for you instead of having to Google. I do not trust that at all because it's AI, but I think in the future that's something that is a feature they are rolling out. But let's see if we can shut it off for you if you don't want it. Go to the three dots next to where you are over to the left. And you see it says go get Copilot Pro. It wants you to upgrade to get the full version. Down in
Where are
the
the three dots? I can take notes too.
We'll see if I'm right. I mean, this is new to me as well. So three dots and then click that again. And settings. Let Copilot, so content turn off. Is it having a hissy fit?
Got a nice little rhythm to it there.
It doesn't want to shut off. There we go.
It's trying to tell you that it's smarter than you are and doesn't want to turn off. There you go.
The AI has taken over the machine.
Yeah.
Did it shut off? It looks like it's back on.
Bob, what if you click at the bottom and see if indeed it is off?
Okay.
Good.
Still looks like it's on, but if you right click yeah, you read my mind. Oh, that comes here. It's not like you can unpin it from there.
Can you grab it and slide it up out of the tray?
Click and drag up to the grass.
Yeah.
No. Let's see what
I
Google
didn't
says.
think you'd be able to, but it was worth a shot.
Can you go to the Windows square that's left of the search bar down there and see if it's in your apps or anywhere there?
So it says go to settings. So if you want to go to your settings bar, which you can either type in the search field on the left or hit the little Windows icon, type in settings. And then from there, personalization. So yeah, that top one that says settings at the top. Yep. Double click that. And if that pop-up window disappears, we want personalization, which is over to the left, it looks like, under Robert Bell. Go to your left.
On the white, that's it.
There you go. Click that. And from there, hold on, it says to go to personalization taskbar. So a taskbar is the second from the bottom from what I see under start. And preview and turn it off. And it
Something
is gone.
changed down there.
It is goodbye. So
Missed
yes,
what the process. Go to
yes.
settings, personalizations.
And then taskbar.
Okay, uh-huh. Task view. Uh-huh.
Copilot.
What was that, David?
Copilot.
Oh,
Copilot.
Turn it off.
It's an on and off switch. Okay.
But it looks like you can update widgets and things like that here too if you want to change what's in that little icon.
Okay, good. Here I go.
So yes, you have your choice of what AI you'd like to use too if you want to do Copilot or ChatGPT or avoid it like everyone else.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you. I was wondering about that when I saw your computer on Sunday, so thank you.
It wasn't my computer.
Oh, right. Gene's computer. Thank you for loaning your computer, Gene. Are you saying something? You're muted.
You're muted, right? AI has muted you, Gene.
Silent Gene for the rest of the day, I guess.
She's off on her own screen here. She's watching Looney Tunes.
I was pushing down the space bar, but I guess it wasn't working. I'm getting that off my screen.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good plan. It's interesting it's defaulting to do that for everybody though. Other things you'd like to discuss?
The phone last night to 17, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And when I went to open it this morning, I'm getting hello in all sorts of languages.
Mhm.
And then I sign in
Mhm.
and I get a screen that says protection. Stolen device protection adds an additional layer of security in the unlikely case that someone has stolen your iPhone and knows your passcode. And then it tells you accessing your saved passwords requires Touch ID to be sure it's you. And then changing sensitive settings like your Apple ID password is protected by a security delay. And the third one is no delay is required when iPhone is at familiar locations, such as home and work. My Touch ID, well, how important is that to do all of that? I don't do any banking. Photos and maybe email are the most valuable things on my phone.
Mhm.
And my Touch ID only works about a third of the time.
Mhm. Makes
So,
sense.
You must have an interesting touch.
yeah, I don't know. I
Or
was
years
using the
of,
thumb at first, and then you suggested changing to a different finger. And that worked quite well for maybe a day or two.
Hmm.
And I keep trying, but it just, I can't get the right position of my finger.
that or years of cleaning dishes and it, the dish soap wore off your
To
finger.
have no fingerprint.
Yeah, there you.
Good
So,
question. It's one of those, there's pros and cons to both, right? Like if you lose your phone, those things are helpful, but it's also frustrating and annoying when you can't use your fingerprint all the time. So it's one of those, what makes the most sense for you and your life and situation. My guess is you would be fine to do it without it on the rare chance that you lose your phone. But
I mostly forget and leave it at home. I don't lose it when I'm out.
if that's the case, then you probably don't need to stress over
Okay.
it.
Not now.
Yes.
There it
So
goes.
one of those, if it was me, I would have set that up, but I'm doing more with it than you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And so as to everything, more security makes it harder for you, but yeah, pros and cons to everything. Can't win.
Thank you.
So don't lose your phone.
No.
But that's the case for everybody and all the time, right? Yep, there were more security features that rolled out with this most recent update. So for those who have not upgraded yet, look forward to that fun.
Yeah,
Then would you go through share content, basically?
Share content on the computer or on the phone.
It's on my iPad, basically, right now.
So are you wanting to share a photo with people? Or are you wanting to share documents or
It
email?
could be hypothetical, either or more, whatever.
Okay. Let's start with photos. Okay. So this is my iPad for you. I have not done the update that Jean did on this yet.
I can't
know.
believe it.
I'm a terrible person. I don't take my own advice. It's bad.
You're a
So,
busy person.
it's Holy Week. So if I say I wanted to share a photo with, somebody, if I go to the Photos app and go to the photo I want to share, say I want to share this photo of the Frost kids with John,
Mhm.
I would click up here in the top right corner. Do you see the back arrow, the little square with the up arrow and then the heart
Um,
at the top left above the word
Yeah.
where it says
see the
portrait?
back, I see the back arrow.
It's the button next to the back arrow. So this guy.
Right there.
Yes.
It's, I see receive or
Mm-hmm.
REC right next to it.
Yes. So here I only have this one photo selected that I want to share, but if I want to select multiple, I can go around to additional ones. And then there's multiple ways of sharing. You've got AirDrop, you've got text messages. My email is Spark over here on the left or right. I don't know my directions.
I see it on the right.
So however you want to send it. So if you want to do text message, my most recent group chats are here at the top. So if I just wanted to click on John's name, it would send it to him automatically. Or I can click on the green message bubble and type in his name here and it would pop up. So whatever version of that. But I could also click on the email and type an email to somebody too. If you do this though, sometimes it asks you what size image you want, small, medium, large, or full image. And so whenever I want people to send me photos for, hey, these are things that happened at Westminster. And I'm like, thank you for taking photos for me since I wasn't there. I always want the highest full image, but some people want to send 30 photos in one email, so you want the smaller version of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Am I going too fast or skipping things?
It's just a matter of me repeating it so I actually learn how to do these things.
The nice thing is this is recorded, so you can go back to it.
Mhm.
But
Okay, not
So-
wanting to go back yet. I didn't get how you got there in the first place to the little heart
Okay.
and the,
So do you see at the top, it says Weston Township, Sunday, 5:46 p.m.
yes,
And if you go to the left, there's a little carrot
I
symbol
see that. Yeah.
that will send you back to the main photos. This little square button with an up arrow, that's what I clicked on to share. It's uploading to share to people is the symbol. And that's when I click on to get this.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that.
Her screen's not showing the little carrot.
Oh, can you not see it?
I can see this meeting is being recorded with the camera, and then there's a caret facing left. Yeah,
This guy.
that's the last I can see.
Huh. I wonder why. I can take a screenshot maybe of it and send it to you guys later. Can you see the
Oh.
word edit over here on the right hand side with the little I for info?
Oh, just to the left of
Yeah.
okay?
It's on the right-hand side, right?
On the
Just to
right hand side under the Wi-Fi symbol and 100% battery, there's like a little trash can.
Scroll your screen down.
Edit and I circle.
Oh,
Yes.
I think I see your cursor.
So, yeah, so the trash symbol would mean I could delete this photo. The I is if you wanted to change the name or anything like that. Or change the time it was taken or any fun things like that. Or if you want to add a caption to say, you know, this was the Palm Sunday Vesper service. So, but yes, when you go, we can go other places and see this other ways. But another way you can share things if you want to select multiple images. Do you see at the top right hand section, there's a select button under the
Yes, yes.
Wi-Fi? So
Mhm.
if you hit select and you want to select my fancy new arm brace that I want, want to share to people. And then down here at the bottom left, maybe you can see it this way. It says 2 photos selected and that share icon popped back up. It's the square and the bottom left-hand side down here. Do you see that? Yes, no?
I see
Yes, I
share
do.
up top.
At the bottom, 2 photos selected,
Yep,
Right,
and then a trash can and the 3 arrows or 3 dots.
yep.
The left-hand side here has the little share icon that we were looking at earlier. You couldn't see. It's in that same black bar menu, but all the way to the left. And it gets you to the same share icon.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, and I've used that.
Okay, cool. For those of you who are Apple people that live on Apple phones and Apple computers, AirDrop is my favorite friend, which lets me share documents wirelessly to my computer so I can choose what I want to select. And it would just send it through the air to my computer or any other Mac devices in the area. Sometimes I'll send photos to John Frost through our offices this way. Or if people take photos at worship and want to send them to me afterwards, we sometimes do that. So that's how you do share photos on your through the Photos app. Any other questions about the Photos app before we move on to something else? We can see Bev here in the bottom left.
Yep,
Yep.
it was a good program.
I'm
Very
glad.
interesting.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday fellowship.
That's great. So one thing that another way you can share things on your iPad is if you want to share contacts with people. So if you want to share, I've got 60 duplicates, it looks like. If I want to share let's say I want to send you Benita's contact information, so you have it. If you scroll down to the contacts down here under send message, you can hit share contact, and you can choose what you want to send. Maybe you don't want to share her home number, but you want to send her work number.
So you just check the boxes.
Yes, and that's
Mhm.
what you would send. And then you would hit, oops, done, and then this is how do you want to send this to? You could send it via text message,
Email.
via email, AirDrop. It's a handy tool if somebody asks for your contact information.
You have my
Or,
dentist name on your list.
oh, we have the same dentist?
I guess so.
That's funny. I don't see my dentist up here. Maybe there's multiples.
Brad 80.
No. So that's how you can share contact information. But you could also just send a message or call people that way too. So that's how you can share contact information. If you want to share other content like YouTube videos or Spotify things, all of those will have that kind of icon in that corner of what you want to share. Say I want to share, Office Ladies podcast. You see the same kind of content email under their first audio things. You can download or you can hit that share button and share it to someone. So you'll find that icon, that little square with the up arrow on a lot of different apps and things. So it's a universal symbol of how to share content to whatever person you want to send it to. And this one's different. You could copy the link if you want to copy the link and send it a different way than the ones they show here. So you can do that with audiobooks if you are an audiobook person too, with Audible. Same thing. Email, you can do this as well but you would just hit the little attachment. You would type the name in the subject and then hit the attach, and you would choose whatever file or thing you want to update to. So same thing. Other things you're trying to share on your iPad? If you use news apps and things, you'll see that same icon with articles and things like that if you want to share articles and things to your friends and family.
Is there any such thing as a manual or a list of what all the icons mean, or you just have to play with them to learn how to use?
I know there was 20 years ago. I don't know if they still make them. I would think they would. But there's probably a website that would have that more than a physical manual.
Right. Yeah.
The
There's
challenge
probably
is
Probably an iPhone for Dummies book somewhere at a bookstore
Yeah.
or Amazon.
yeah. The challenge is by the time they make
The
the
new
book
ones,
and print
Right.
it, it's
they're
outdated
obsolete.
already.
Yeah.
So a lot of easier things to do is to Google or YouTube new updates to, whatever machine you want to look up, whether it's an iPad, a phone, a computer.
I'll need something to do when I finally go to the home like Bob and Jean.
Whoa.
Sorry for the low blow. I'm just nothing personal.
That hurt.
Just kidding.
Oh, are you planning that in the near
We'll invite
future?
you.
They didn't tell him that they were going to start rolling it out or what it was that just magically appeared. So asking questions is the best policy.